Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would bring you my October favorites. I know it's a little bit late, but I wanted to get out my wish list for the Sephora sale and my recommendations list for the Sephora sale. So today I will film my October favorites, which admittedly are not many new products. They're old products, just that I've been using a lot in the last month, so I thought that I would share that with you. I put on a darker lipstick today because I've had a lot of you comment on the fact that you feel like my lipstick is not bright enough. You guys, I don't wear bright lipstick ever. So if my makeup looks really natural, that's part of what I was talking about like in a recent video when I was like, I just can't film because I don't have time to like put on a whole full face of makeup. This is just the makeup I put on this morning. So I did just put on a slightly brighter lip than I normally wear. You can tell me if it's a little brighter than usual, or if it's just the same usual kind of rosy pink that I wear. But you know, I'm trying for you guys. I am trying. So let's jump into my favorites. The first thing I wanted to share with you, I have shared before, I'm gonna share it again because I haven't stopped using it, and it is my Marc Jacobs Tantastic Bronzer. I've used this nonstop since the minute I got it. I love it because it's a perfectly cool toned bronzer. It's like just, it's not so cool toned that it looks like a, contour powder, but it's cool enough that it doesn't pull orange on me. And it's the Omega Bronzer in Tantastic number 104. I love it. I literally have used it 100% since I bought it. I haven't used any other bronzer. Love it. I'm also not going to belabor the next one because it would just be ridiculous. I've talked about this enough, but it was the Blush Satil by Lancome and Cedar Rose. I haven't used any other blushes this month. This is the only one I've used. It's this beautiful dusty rose color. I just love it. It works with every eye. It's so easy to use. It's fantastic. I did a whole video on this. I'll try to throw that up in the cards or down in the box below if you want to see swatches, but Lancome sent me a bunch of them and I did a whole video on it. I just didn't get very many views on it. So if you are interested in seeing swatches of all those blushes, I will link that video for you. My most used palette this month, I pulled out my Tarte Toasted palette. You guys, I've really been having fun with this palette. It was the fall, and so I just felt fall vibesy. And I got this last year sometime, like last December, and I pulled this out and I've just been really enjoying it. I really do like the Tarte formula. I think they smell delicious. I don't know why. I think they smell like chocolate, kind of like the Too Faced ones do, but I feel like they do. And I think that the Tarte shadows are just great. They're awesome. I've been wearing a lot of warm tones on my eyes. I know every time I film, I'm wearing a cool tone. Today, I'm actually wearing something from a haul that I did over the holiday. I'm gonna do a haul video next. I'm just waiting for my Sephora order to come in. So next weekend I don't know when I'm gonna film because we have a lacrosse tournaments for my son like the entire weekend next weekend. I'll find a time to film a haul video for you guys because I hauled a bunch of stuff from Ulta and Sephora and Nordstrom and lots of different places. So I am gonna do that. And I am wearing this from one of my palettes, and I know it's a cool tone look, but really, when I go to work every day, I have been wearing warm tones much, much more, and I think that this Tarte Toasted palette is great. Look for sales for this if you guys are interested in it, you guys, because honestly, I feel like this palette is on sale like every few months. All the Tarte ones, the Tarte Lit and Bloom, the Tarte Toasted, you know, they just, Ulta has sales on them pretty frequently, and so does Sephora. So if you're interested in this palette, check it out, wait for a sale. A lipstick that I've been wearing a lot this month is the Crushed Lip Color by Bobbi Brown in Cezanne Nude. Apparently she's an influencer. I didn't know who she was, but the crushed lipsticks come in kind of brighter colors, but this was a really nude one, so I kind of obviously gravitated toward that. It's just a nice nude peachy brown color, and kind of the deal with these lipsticks is that they're supposed to look like a blotted lip, like a blotted stained lip. And that's exactly what they look like. They look like a blotted lip. They're not glossy, they're not matte. They just look a little bit blotted, just like I said. So this is a really, really nice color. I really like this lipstick. I don't think I would get more. Like, I'm not so in love with them that I think I need a lot of them. And they're expensive. They're like $27 or $28, which is just crazy in my mind. But I do really, really like this shade. I think that if you were interested in these, but none of the shades were appealing to you, this is like definitely the most neutral shade in my view in the range. So I definitely do like it. For sure, my most worn lip gloss this last month, 100%, was the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip gloss. It's such a beautiful color, you guys. I love it. I think this is such a comfortable lip gloss. I got this summer at the Sephora anniversary sale in like a bundle that had this lip gloss, the Pillow Talk lipstick, and the Pillow Talk lip liner. I don't love the Pillow Talk lip liner color so much. It's not, I don't think it even matches the lipstick really. I don't feel like it's the same shade as the lipstick. But I really love the lip gloss and the lipstick. So this lip gloss I've been wearing all the time. I love it. Very comfortable. I also wanted to let you know that I have been continued to use my Clinique Eye Cream. I bought the full size at Ulta and I love it. I just wanted to follow up with you because I know I mentioned this last month and I was thinking about buying a full size of it and I did, and it's still a favorite. I'm using it every single day, night and morning, both. I also have some non-beauty favorites that I wanted to share with you this month. The most significant one in my life is this vitamin called Viviscal. So you guys, I'm not like a super vitamin fan unless there's some kind of research or studies behind them to show that they are in fact effective at what they claim to be effective at doing. And so it turns out that I was at the dermatologist and my hair, so when I was young, my hair used to be like very thick. Like I had thick curly hair, like huge, and lots of it. Like it was down to the middle of my back. I just had a lot of hair. And as I have gotten older and went through medical school and had babies, like my hair has thinned like significantly. I mean, my whole ponytail is like very thin, very. And I lose a ton of hair in the shower, and a ton of hair when I brush my hair after the shower, and a ton of hair when I blow dry, and a ton of hair when I like flat iron it. And I was at the dermatologist recently and she was like, you kind of like your hair's thinning. And I was like, I feel like it's been thinning since I had my babies. And she said, okay, this is what you need to do. You need to take the vitamin Viviscal and you need to start using Rogaine. Well, I never started using the Rogaine, which I'm kind of happy about because all I started doing was using the Viviscal vitamin, which has got studies. It's made of like shark cartilage. There's a shark cartilage derivative in here. And so there's some studies to suggest that this can decrease hair loss. And let me just tell you guys, I have been doing nothing else different for my hair, nothing. You're supposed to take this twice a day for at least 3 months. I've probably been taking it once a day half the time because I almost never eat breakfast, and twice a day some of the time. And I've been using it for 6 weeks. And the decrease in the amount of hair loss is like so significant, you guys. Like my husband is like in awe. He's like, I never see your hair in the shower anymore. Like none of my hair comes out when I'm washing it. Much less hair comes out when I comb it after the shower. Just a few hairs fall out when I'm blow drying it and flat ironing it. It is like shocking. I have to let you guys know about this because it is totally shocking how well this supplement has worked. It is not cheap. It's like $39 for a box, which comes with like 3 of these sheets maybe. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 4 is 20 pills in each. So that's like only 10 days worth. It's probably 39 bucks a month. But it works. Like it totally works. So I'm here to tell you, if you're having hair loss or hair thinning and you want to decrease the amount of hair that you are losing in your head, don't use this if you're pregnant. Don't use this if you're nursing unless you ask a doctor. Check with your doctor. But this vitamin called Viviscal works. I will link it below. It is super impressive. And again, I didn't use the Rogaine or anything else. And so I know that it's this pill because I haven't been doing anything else that she suggested except for taking the supplement. The next thing that I wanted to share with you, I will throw a picture of this book up in the screen here, but I read such an awesome book this month and it was called, Before We Were Yours. And it's a book about a really terrible time in United States history in the 1940s and 50s when children in, I believe it was Mississippi, poor children were kidnapped from their families, and then a woman who had an orphanage would adopt them out to wealthy families. And this is based on a true story. And it was just a really, really moving book and something that I was not aware of in our history in this country. So I really liked the book. It was very well written. It's obviously fiction, but it's based on truth. But it was just an eye-opening, interesting book. And I really recommend it if you like to read for pleasure. I particularly like to read fiction books that are based on real events. Like historical fiction. So that is what it is. I will throw it up in the link and I will link it down below for you guys. And that wraps up my favorites, you guys. That's it for October. I hope that you enjoyed that very short favorites video, but I did want to share especially this vitamin with you, even though it's not interesting and it's not makeup. I know that we as women, as we age, our hair thins, and this is like a major problem. And when a supplement is available that is so clearly effective, I gotta shout it out from the rooftops. So I hope that you guys try that if you're experiencing tons and tons of hair loss like I have been. I hope everybody's doing well. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Take a minute to hit the like button, and I will be looking forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Bye.